This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake it, body.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out your eyes.
My name is Murray Goldberg.
Yo, that's an excerpt from the Goldbergs season
They were
premiere.
trying to convince me in the '80s that the joke was on me, that our remote could be voice activated, which obviously it is now.
Yeah, right.
But back in the '80s, it wasn't, and my kids are making a fool of me.
Jeff Garlin has joined us, ladies and gentlemen. Murray Goldberg.
That's right.
Man, so that's what is the Goldbergs all about, man?
By the way, the way you asked that was like you want me to dig deeper.
Yeah, like
what is the Goldbergs all about?
What is it really about?
What's it really about? It's
a Jewish family, right?
Yeah, it's Adam Goldberg, who's the guy who writes the show.
Yeah.
It's his life in the '80s, and we're sort of acting it out.
Acting it out, right?
And it's really funny and it's good. I can't believe I'm on a network show. I know, I'm used to doing things like Curb Your Enthusiasm, but the script was so good. I was like, I'm in. Let's go.
Do you notice a difference in the audience now? Like when you go out, like is it more mainstream? Or?
Well, yes and no. Because I did this little thing on Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yeah.
I was their uncle for a few episodes. And I did all these Pixar movies, and I did Daddy Daycare. Those are the same people that watch the Goldbergs.
Right?
Yeah, so, it is different, though, from Curb.
Let me ask you this, because...
I'm going to let you ask me this.
Okay, cool.
All right, go ahead, man. I'm letting you. I could so stop you. I could stop you like no motherfucker's ever stopped you before. But I am going to let you go.
What I learned when I started working at MTV.
Yes.
Back in 2000. Still there. Getting a check, Jeff.
Hey.
Are you still at MTV?
Still there, bro. Tell it, still there.
Okay.
As long as I'm doing well.
You know who's a friend of mine?
Who?
Suzanne Daniels.
Suzanne's your friend.
She is an old friend of mine.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've told her that she should put me on, like, The Real World.
Yeah.
Just throw me in the house.
And what happened?
Like week 4, just go Jeff Garlin's. Don't even tell them. I just walk in and go, hi. And I just stay there for the day. I don't want to sleep there.
You should. I mean, I think that would even add a little flavor to it. Yeah.
I told her it
Like
would be really funny. People would talk about it.
Hey, you've done The Real World.
I did The Real World. I did the first one, but that would be hysterical because they're filming now in Chicago.
Oh, even more so. Well, you know what? I'm seeing Suzanne next Friday.
You should
6th
bring
Saturday.
It up. You should bring it
and
up.
I'm going to bring it up again.
Bring it up.
Okay.
So the point I was making is I learned a lot about Jewish culture once I started working there because a lot of folks who are Jewish work at MTV.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So with the Goldbergs, are we going to see I feel like there's a whole nother side to being Jewish that we never get a chance to see. Like the secret handshakes and
I could see. You mean the racism behind the scenes?
Yeah, exactly. That's
hey, listen to my fat ass. Listen to me right now.
Okay.
That, by the way, every fucking group is so racist behind the scenes.
Yes.
And I get disgusted, man. It's just like fuck them all.
Yeah, fuck them all, right? So are we going to see into that real stuff?
No.
Okay.
You won't. It's ABC. But by the way, I would, unless I'm playing, my character does have some Archie Bunker-like qualities.
Yeah.
But, we've never, if we did something where I was remotely racist or my kids were, by the end of the episode, there have to be a lesson learned.
Got to be a lesson learned.
That you don't do that.
Yeah.
That's just the way, it is today. Man.
Yeah, good.
Let me tell you as a white man who walks in white circles.
Yeah.
Most white people are so fucking racist.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Pieces of shit, cocksucker motherfuckers.
And then
Am I allowed to say all that?
It sounds great.
Including DJ Wonder. Do you think behind closed doors, because he's white, he's saying a lot of racial stuff?
He works around black people.
Oh, I don't know that he is. But no, I might be exaggerating. But there's a good percentage where, when you hear black people saying white people trying to keep them down and that shit, they're telling the truth. They are telling the truth. Because, look, there's plenty of great white people who are open and welcoming to everyone, who's a decent person.
Yeah.
That's all my measure by. Are you cool or not cool?
Yeah.
I don't give a shit what you are.
Me too. I'm the same way.
Yeah, but how many people you know?
that
aren't like that. It's like amazing.
Yeah, but we grew up not trusting white people, though. That was just
But
something.
why would you trust them? Anyone look at the history of the United States? Nobody should trust white people.
Yeah.
You know?
But you know, I will say this, that once I started working there and I went out with a couple Jewish girls, I found out that there are a lot of similarities.
Between what?
Just
Jews and blacks?
Yeah, Jews and blacks.
Well, you know, this is the thing that always really makes me nuts. Jews were the group, most of the white people that were helping blacks in the civil rights movement, Jews. Did you know that?
It was Jewish. I didn't know that.
That is, look it up, man.
Okay.
Jews were always behind the black civil rights movement, the civil rights
There were
movement.
Jews, too, that were behind the black civil rights movement.
Yeah. Wait,
Okay.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
no, Jews were.
Yeah,
Jews
that's
were.
what I said.
I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
saying, you know.
Yeah.
And when I say white people and I say Jews, whatever behind the scenes, it's not that just Jews are racist. Just white people in general are racist.
Jeff Garlin, ladies and gentlemen.
I
don't know how we got to this, but
I'm glad we
Yeah,
did.
I don't know how we got to
Yeah,
it. I'm sure there was a natural progression.
Yeah, well.
You asked me, what's the real story of the Goldbergs?
The
That's what it
Goldbergs,
was.
yeah. So this is the
Yeah.
truth behind the Goldbergs.
Yeah, but there are chock full of Jews that are liberal and open and cool. You know, it's all about being cool, nothing more.
No, I'd never heard of it before either.
Yeah, that's a clip from Laggies.
No, that's not a clip.
What is that?
That's the trailer.
That's the
Because that would be
trailer.
the most disoriented movie of all time.
I didn't know what was going on, man.
Yeah,
Jeff
yeah.
Garlin's in
You
the
don't
movie.
know what you're listening to. I do it because I saw that. And by the way, that's what the movie's about. It's about a woman who is having trouble facing possible marriage, you know, growing up in her lives, and she runs into some girl, befriends her, and moves in with her like a sleepover pal.
Oh, really? So she just kind of becomes like, she goes back in time and becomes like a...
Yeah, hangs out with the high school
She's smoking
kids.
weed and stuff like that?
I don't know. I've not seen the movie. But there's great people. Here's what I'll tell you something.
You mean you haven't seen the movie?
I haven't seen the movie yet. I haven't seen the movie. The script was great.
Yeah.
The actors are great, and the director's my favorite director, Lynn Shelton. She's
Really?
a badass.
So you just trust it?
I trust it, man. I know it's going to be good.
Yeah.
You know, I don't do anything anymore that I think might be bad. But my feeling, if you've got a great director, great script, great actors, I don't know what could go wrong.
Jeff Garlin is here, man. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good, man. Hey, life seems like it's, you know, it's on an upswing for you right now. Business
Things on
seems
the
like-
upswing?
Yeah, things
That's
are-
nice of you. I'm so miserable on the inside. I am depressed. I'm anxious. And thank you for saying that.
No problem, man.
Yeah, because from an outsider, if it looks that way, that makes me happy.
Perception becomes reality. They say that-
Perception becomes
Yeah,
reality.
you just gotta believe
I
it.
am the most handsome, well-endowed lover in the world. Good night, everybody.
What movie is that?
Baron von Hugecock coming soon.
And Jeff, also from the outside, you wear a plethora of hats. Because obviously you're a comedian,
Yeah.
actor on the big screen and the
Yeah.
small screen, the podcast,
Yeah.
author. If you had to be married to just one label, that's it. Which
Label?
one?
One of those
title.
gigs, it'd be comedian.
Yeah.
Meeting.
Yeah, because that combines really all the things anyhow, you know.
Yeah.
Because when I'm a comedian, and you get the instantaneous response. Being a comedian is the greatest thing I do.
Really, and it's scary too, though. I would imagine, because when you don't,
No.
do you not care when you don't get the response anymore?
I don't even have an act, man.
So what do you do?
I just go up and I'm funny. I'm that confident. I just go up.
You don't write shit?
I have
Nah,
no
seriously,
ego.
you don't write?
I try and have no ego.
Uh-huh.
Nothing good comes out of ego, but confidence, a lot of good things come from. And so I go up on stage and I just start talking about my day, about what's been happening to me, all sorts of different things like that.
And that's all that works. Like for
Yeah,
example,
and by the way, there are some nights where the audience is good and I'm not so good, and I feel bad about that. But man, there are some nights where I go up and I am great, and the audience sucks.
yeah,
And that I don't care about.
those nights.
I'll
where
go
they say-
home and I forgot them by the time I get behind the car.
Yeah, your life, because even walking in, like you start telling me about how long it took you to fly out here.
Yeah, because of that whole fire thing in Chicago. You know, that
yeah.
guy.
What happened?
Some guy, from what I gather, some guy was told, "We don't want you working here in Chicago. We're moving you to our Hawaii base." And he was so upset about going to Hawaii that he said, "Tomorrow when I come in, I'm going to burn the place down and cut my own throat." And what happened was He burned the place, not down, and he went to go cut his throat. And one of the agents that came in stopped him before he could cut his throat, which, whatever. But the point being is, no, it's also, clearly this man was mentally disturbed.
Yeah.
I mean, people tell you you're going to Hawaii and you're losing your shit.
You're leaving Chicago for Hawaii.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
You're pissed off?
I don't get it. So whatever. The point being is, so I started 5 o'clock in the morning. I got to the airport in L.A. To go visit my son at school. I had to fly through Chicago to get to his school. And then I ended up being in Chicago for like 2 days, missing 3 flights were canceled. So, and I still don't have my luggage. Thank you, United Airlines. United Airlines, that's right. They're the fuckers who fucked with my baggage. All right, there I go.
Jeff Garlin, man. Sometimes you got to release, bro.
Yeah.
Got to let it go.
Yeah.
Got to let it go. We got a Nader on the line from Chicago.
Who's on the line?
Nader.
Nader. Who's Nader? Is this a listener?
Yeah, he's from Chicago.
All right, Nader.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing this morning?
All right, go ahead.
Hey, man, I heard you talking about, Jewish activists and whatnot. I want to know how you feel about Jewish activists who are, actively pursuing Palestinian freedom and rights for Palestinians and stuff. How do you feel about them?
Do you really want my opinion on this shit? I mean, because you know what? Here's my take on the Middle East. I don't fucking get it. I don't get any of it, man. I don't have a side. I don't have an opinion. I have no opinion on the Middle East because I don't understand it. How's that for an opinion? It's
confusing.
I don't get it.
It is confusing.
I respect it, but how do you feel about Israel using?
See, you're going. Now you're not hearing what I say when I say I don't get it. You're saying, but how do I feel about Israel? I don't know. By the way, I don't know what's the truth.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I just know it's ugly. And I don't think either side is like you're the good people.
Yeah, and you're the bad.
And you're the bad people. I think they're both bad and they're both good. You know what I mean? I don't know what the story is, and all I can tell you is that I have no opinion because I only talk about what I understand.
There it is. Plus, he hasn't gotten his luggage back, so he may be a little
cranky.
grumpy.
Yeah.
I am. Jeff, you haven't had luggage in 3 days. What are your political views?
True is in Kansas. True, what you want to say to Jeff? Go ahead.
Hey, Jeff, big fan. I was just wondering if you had anything in the works for a new stand-up special anytime soon.
I do, but I'm not going to talk about it.
Gotcha.
Because my stand-up special is going to be quite different from every other. Because you know what? Man, all right, you turn on Netflix and you go through the specials. First off, most of the comedians, not special.
Yeah.
Really, most of them suck so bad,
right?
and I never heard of more than half of them.
Yeah.
And on the other side of it is, it used to be with HBO and Showtime and whatever, there maybe be like 15, 16 specials in a year.
Yeah.
Okay? Now there's 15, 16 a month that come out.
Yeah.
And I don't know if any of them are good. What's the last good one? Chris Rock's? You know?
Chris Rock's was good.
Yeah. I mean, when I say Chris Rock's, I'm talking about his first one.
Oh, you're talking about way back, right?
Yeah, way back.
Chris DiStefano, our buddy, he did Comedy Central. He did a special. He did great on that.
I don't know who
You don't
he
know
is.
who he is. Yeah, man.
But the point is, when I do my special, it will be special.
I want Jeff to do radio.
He got his podcast, right?
I do have my podcast.
good.
Yeah. So that's new ones are coming out like in October.
By the way, you're in.
By the way, Jeff Garlin in Conversation.
Yeah. Well, you cut
Or
off
by the way, in Conversation. I didn't put my name in it.
Okay. Well, look, this is what I want you to do. I told you I want you to stick your hand in my sack.
Okay.
Let me explain that.
Please.
Go ahead and reach in.
Dig deep. Dig deep.
Oh, dear God. How long did it take to record that piece? And did you approve it? You go, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I approved that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So say it. Say who you are and you approve that spot.
This is Sway, and I approve the mystery sack spot.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm sticking my hand in this.
Tell them the rules, Heather.
Yep, you're going to stick your hand in Sway's sack. You're going to pull out 3 questions. Read them one at a time out loud, and you have to answer them honestly.
Oh, I will.
I know you will.
Did you get a feeling like Jeff Garlin's full of shit?
Not at all.
Where would you go in a time travel machine? Jeez, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I would go to 1959 and try and catch Miles Davis in concert.
Wow.
I like that.
Wow, that's a good
Yeah,
answer.
you know, I'm not going to
dope.
change things.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to try and get late. I know that's not going to happen. So I'm going to go back in time and see Miles Davis when Kinda Blue came out. Okay, here's next.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Number
That's
2.
a good answer right
That
there.
is a good answer.
I'm going with
Okay.
you.
All right. All right.
Oh, what's this,
Have I ever had an awkward run-in with a fellow celebrity? Yes.
well, what happened?
Well, you know, I've had lots of. I mean, first off, most of these people are pretty fucking awkward.
Yeah.
You know? And they're not that comfortable with themselves. You know who? You know what? See, this is only gonna. This is not. I don't.
Fuck it, man. You don't have your luggage.
I know.
What are you filtering?
You know who was the worst? Well, he's an athlete though. Is that kind of
That's
celebrity?
okay. It's a celebrity, yeah.
Warren Sapp. A few years back was going to beat me up.
Why?
And when I tell you I didn't do anything to him, it's even better. He was. I'll do a very short version of this. You know, I was in an airport. We have a mutual friend. He was very, he was nice but dismissive. I approached him later again. I go, look, I just want to let you know. He didn't know who I was, which is cool. I don't care, but I went up to him again and say, look, he really is a friend of mine, the guy. I know. Okay, I'm sorry to bother you. And I turn and walk away. He goes, I hear the shit you're saying. And I said, I am not saying anything. And I wasn't saying anything. Yeah. And then he put his arms up like he was going to hit me and he wanted me to jump. And he was sitting behind me on my flight. It was just not a good time.
Did
and
y'all
it was
make
just,
up for it, though?
What's that?
Did y'all square that y'all make up?
Nope.
Okay, because Warren's going to be here in about 30 minutes.
Seriously, though?
I swear to God. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
I wish I could. Look, Jeff, we kid you not. I'm showing the camera.
We didn't know you was going to
first.
say Warren.
By the way,
Look at the 11:30.
Severely Wire recap. Okay, well, by the way, I'm just telling you, he was a bully to me.
Okay.
That's all.
All right.
So,
Damn, last question.
And by the way, I went to UM, went to the U, Miami, and I loved Warren Sapp as a player, and I was only hoping that he would have been nice to me. It made me sad that he wasn't.
Oh, shit. Give him a
But
hug.
that's all, it made me sad. And maybe he was having a bad... See, I thought maybe he's having a bad day at first, but man, he was friendly to lots of other people.
No, it was just...
So that's all I'm saying.
Okay, quick.
Okay,
That's
wait,
the
we've
third
run
one,
out
the
of
third
time.
one.
Okay.
Yeah, they're trying to get you out of here.
What's the biggest lie you ever told? That entire Warren Sapp story.
Yeah! All right.
That never happened. I don't know Warren Sapp. I've never seen him.
Jeff Garlin.
Your wife is gonna think you at a strip club. I got glitter all over you.
Make sure you
Don't
watch
worry
the
about
Goldbergs Wednesdays, ABC, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then check out Laggies as well, right?
Yes, and I only want to make up with Warren Sapp.
There it is. We'll play this back for him. We'll get you in the right place.
But you'll get some good radio
Yeah,
out of
right?
that.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I don't even remember who that is. I don't know who that is.
Jeff Garlin, ladies and gentlemen. Did y'all square that y'all make up?
Nope. And I only want to make up with Warren Sapp.
There it is. We'll play this back for him.
First of all, you got to stop.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.